Blessings, my J.
Respect, bro. Thanks for joining me today, man.
Not a problem, man. Honored, you know?
Yeah, bro. So Nation Boss, man. Congratulations on all the recent success. Describe the last few days or the last couple of weeks for you. How have they been for you?
Hectic, bro. Hectic. Awfully hectic, you know? I had to be up and down like every minute in and out of the studio.
So before we get into the human song and all the success of the freestyle and everything, I kind of want to get to know you a bit better as an artist, because you're still relatively new to a lot of people. So let's take us back to the beginning of your musical journey. Like, how did it all start for you with music?
All right, so back when I was in like junior high, I used to do like some sing-overs with reggae songs and stuff. So I joined the JCDC Music Festival and I started competing island-wide, you know? So yeah, right, that's how it started.
Mad. And how old were you at that time?
Like about roughly 11, 12 years them time now.
Mm-hmm. And you were singing reggae. So what kind of reggae songs were you singing?
Like we used to sing Ayaktian songs like, you know, Jack Cure, Taurus Riley. Yeah, them type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And were you listening to a lot of dancehall as well at the time, or was it mostly reggae you were into at that stage?
I listen to all genres of music, even opera.
Wow. So who are some of your biggest influences then, like musically, like from the get-go?
Masika. Like Masika was my artist from the get-go. It was genocide, you know? Yeah, but me also listen a whole heap of Chronicler as well. Like Chronicler, in music, like I relate to a whole heap of music, you know?
Mm. That's interesting you mentioned Chronic Law, actually, because when I heard Humans and I saw the video, it kind of made me feel a bit of a Hillside kind of vibe. Like, I was like, this is a similar kind of vibe. But not that it's in any way, you know, like too similar, but it's just that same kind of energy and that same kind of vibe. And I think that people really connect with that kind of song for sure. Okay, so you were doing these contests and stuff like that. At this stage, were you considering music to be a career, or was it something that you were just doing like as a hobby?
Like from ever since, I thought like from birth, music was my thing. Just love music, love for it. So it was just always love. And at that point, it wasn't really a career goal, but yeah, I did always a vision, something in my future pertaining to music, you know?
Mm-hmm. So what was the next step after doing the contest then? What was your next kind of involvement with music after that?
All right, so I went to a agricultural college in Hanover. I got kicked because like school just wasn't my thing. I never really liked school. Not because I couldn't learn or I was slow or nothing, but the school just wasn't my thing, you know? So after that, I just decided to start writing some music. Because a whole lot of stuff happened over the years, you know? And some like real dark experiences in our life. So we just did have to remain humble and use the music to kind of channel all of them energies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And from the get-go, there was always love for it. So when like certain things happen, it just flowed naturally.
Mm-hmm. And you were writing these songs, and were you working at the time? Like, was music like something you were doing like out of hours or like when you're working and stuff?
Like it was just music full time. Just
Wow, okay.
me writing, and it was just music, all music.
Mm-hmm. So you definitely took it seriously then. It was definitely something you were really, really sort of pushing hard to be successful in.
Yeah, at that point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you were writing these songs. How were you getting them across? Like, were you able to record at this stage, or were you just doing sort of doing it in your room, sort of thing?
Like I was just the type of person to like randomly download some beats offline and just freestyle and post it like on my WhatsApp status or even my Instagram page at times, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was sometime after I started recording, like 3 years after all those freestyles and stuff, I just decided to try recording, you know?
Mm-hmm. And what was the first song that you recorded?
All right, so the first song I recorded, the first song was a song called Your Girl and My Girl. No, most people don't really know that song still, you know? It never went out to the public like that. Yeah, but that was the first song.
Mm-hmm. And I take it that was about, it was like a female topic about a girl.
Yeah, female vibe, you know?
Yeah, man. All right, cool. So then you mentioned all the freestyles and how, you know, that's how you kind of got it across to the people. When you were posting these freestyles, like what was your intention? Like, was it just to get people's attention, or was it to, like, you know, get attention from management or stuff like that? Or like, what
No,
was your...
like that was, as I said before, that was just all love. Just all love. That wasn't for attention or anything. Because even the freestyle that went viral, that wasn't posted in the intention to go viral, you know?
Wow. So how long have you been doing the freestyles then? When did that start?
Whoa. Freestyles were like back in high school. Like when I
Wow.
was like in the 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So you've been doing them for a long time. And when you first started posting them, what was the reaction like from people? Did you get much response?
Not really, not really. Like my base wasn't that large, so no one wasn't really gravitating to what I was saying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't much ears around listening to what I was saying.
Yeah, because I went onto your Instagram to see if I could see any more of them. And I assumed that you'd maybe, you know, hidden some of your older posts or something, because I saw there was one
Yeah,
from like August of last year, which you kept up there. So how many roughly were on there before that?
like I had more than 40 posts on my page,
Wow. All freestyles.
all freestyles.
Crazy. And was the response like improving with time, or was it pretty much staying around the same?
Like it was just staying around the same. There was no attention there. You know what I mean? Just the people that knew me were connecting. Like the people who knew me in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the freestyle that you posted back in August of last year, the one I mentioned, which is still on your page, did that get a good reaction? Because it's on there now and it's got a great reaction.
No, not at that time. It was when this recent song went viral. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
everyone started paying attention to that, and they were like, "Wait, he's been doing this for some time now," you know?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's talk about Humans, and that's the one that really went viral. I mean, I just remember I saw your face, I don't know how many times in 1 week, but like it just kept coming up on my timeline, like everyone was posted it.
Yeah.
So I was like, better check this out, and I was, you know, like everyone else, very impressed. So talk about the writing of that to begin with. Humans, was that a song, or was that just like a bit of a freestyle?
Nah, that was a song.
Okay.
That was a song written with like just real life experiences and a whole heap of emotions, you know?
Mm-hmm. So when did you write that?
All right, that was actually my last song written, you know? And that was written like in the early part of the year. That was written like in February.
Okay, yeah, because you mentioned about COVID actually, so that kind of gives it a bit of a timestamp. But yeah, so you wrote the song. Obviously, the lyrics, they're very sort of reflective, and they're talking about, you know, just kind of being fed up with the human race, and, you know, just general human traits that I think we all can relate to that in some kind of way. What inspired you to write that? Was it a particular incident that you had with someone, or was it just general like observations over the years?
Both. It was a mixture of both, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would you be able to tell us a bit about the incident that inspired it, or do you want to tell us about that? Or
Make that stay rightish part today, you know?
Yeah, I understand that for sure. So you wrote the song. Was it a full song that you wrote? Because you only posted about a clip of it. Do you know what I mean?
It
Did you
was
write
a
the full?
full song. It was a full song. But I was like, I was like just checking. What if it was just a 45-second clip? What if I had no other verse?
Wow. Yeah. Crazy. And then did it take off straight away, or did it like when did you post it? It must have been, was it like 2 weeks ago or something? Or
Like I was actually one of the last people to post it on my official Instagram.
oh really?
Yeah, I heard everyone was posting it, like some top prospects in like the reggae world and stuff, So
Oh, so you sent it out to people before you posted it?
no, I sent it to no one.
So how did they get it?
It was there are these apps in which you can save like people's WhatsApp statuses and
Oh
their
wow.
Instagram. Yeah, so someone took it down from my WhatsApp.
No way.
Yeah.
So you saw it before you'd even posted it on Instagram. You saw it on someone else's Instagram.
I saw it all over the social. It was like actually on TikTok before any other social media page.
That's crazy. And who was the first person to post it?
I have no clue.
Wow. So who was the first person that you kind of recognized that you posted it?
All right. So when I started pay attention to my Instagram, I saw that Bugle posted it. He was kind of like one of the first persons. And then I saw that ZJ Sparks posted it as well.
She's got a massive following as well, hasn't she? So
yeah. And then it was like just everywhere I turned, everyone's story, everyone's status, it was just there.
So they were posting it, but obviously you hadn't posted it at this stage, so they couldn't even at you or anything like that. They couldn't tag you in it.
Yeah, I wasn't being tagged because no one knew who I was. In most of the captions, they were stating like, someone tagged the artist because we don't know who he is.
Yeah, so how long was it after that you saw it circulating that you then posted it on your official Instagram?
All right, so I saw it circulating from like the Friday and then the Saturday, and I posted it the Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's lucky that you didn't lose that, because there could have been a danger of the clip going viral. No one tagged you, no one knew who it was, and then before you know it, people forget about it, because that's just the nature of social media, isn't it? So it was lucky that then people then gave the attention to your post. So how did that take off then? Was that instant when you posted it?
Instantly, like just instantly.
So how many followers?
Sorry. I went, that's what I was about to mention. I went like from 500 and something followers to like 8,000 in no time. And like, I remember going to bed the night and waking up to like 10,000 followers. Like it was just going crazy.
How did that feel for you?
Feeling, like, I don't know, I can't find words to explain that. You know what I mean?
I take it you weren't expecting it then?
Nah, no expectations, none.
That's crazy. I guess there must have been a bit of excitement, and also was there an element of shock as well, or like, I mean, because it's a great song, you should. I mean, it went viral for a reason, I guess because, like you said, you're only on 500 followers. For that to just blow up like that is something that you can't have been expecting.
For real, like, yeah, I was shocked to the reaction, like, cause like not most people listen real genuine lyrics these days, Most people gravitate to like the negative side. So to see that everyone was grasping on this type of energy, I was like, yo, Jano, this real right now.
Mm-hmm. And did you have any conversations with your family or close friends around that period? Like, were they like, calling you up or stuff or anything?
Yeah, my phone was going berserk. I couldn't pay attention to my phone at one point. I even had to lock off my Instagram post notifications. I couldn't pay attention. No.
That's crazy. And what was the next step then? Because you know the clip went viral on your Instagram, and then how long was it between then and you actually getting it recorded?
All right, so after it went viral, everyone was like, "Yo, you need to give with this song like ASAP." So seeing those reactions, we did have to get on it ASAP. We took like roughly a week to get it recorded and shoot the video as well.
Wow.
Roughly 8 days in all.
Yeah. So you recorded it with Mekka Music. How did that link up come about? Did you know each other before?
Like, no, we never know each other before, but spiritually, yeah, we did know each other before, you know? Because me used to download Mekka beats long before now, like years ago.
Wow.
And freestyle, like around my friends randomly, because it was like that kind of trap dancehall meds that were my grass, you know? So yeah, and me used to even mention him in some of my story them and posts at times. So
okay.
But it was when this happened, him decided to reach out, and when he reached out, him actually realized that me did I mention him before? No, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just like some kind of chemistry right there, naturally.
Yeah, so it meant to be sort of thing.
Yeah, meant to be.
That's crazy. So you went to the studio. I mean, I know that you'd recorded songs before, but like, was this a different experience to the recording of the last songs?
Totally different. Like when I came here the first time, this was in my visions, yo. I saw this before, you know, and to actually be here and see it happen was just an overwhelming feeling, man. Way different from the studios I've been before.
And then you had the song written already, so that was already done. The beat, though, was that made from scratch?
Yeah, the beat was actually constructed by Mekka, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he had made that specifically for this song then, yeah.
Most definitely.
So it must have been he must have turned that around very fast then to get that right.
Yeah, I'm telling you that whole procedure was just crazy.
Yeah. So you recorded it. Was it an instant? Like, did you record it in one take, or did it take a bit of getting used to, or like getting it right?
Well, not one take, but it wasn't like a million takes either. It was just simple, because you know what I mean. When there's chemistry, everything is connected, so it's just a smooth flow, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And then you recorded a song. I take it whose idea was it to get the video done? Did someone approach you for that, or was that your sort of vision?
Like, all right, so because there were so many people saying, yo, you need to get the audio out, and just the 45 seconds had everyone's attention. I was like, all right then. If there's to be a video, that would be even a bigger surprise, because there's only an expectation of an audio. So let's just give them something more than they expect. You know, it wasn't my idea. It was a combination of ideas, you know?
Yeah. And then was it RD Studios that got the video together for that?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because the video is very, very sick, and it complements the song very well. Like, it's not just some kind of, rushed job. It doesn't look like that, you know what I mean? It looks like a proper, like a short movie almost. Like, so tell us about how you linked up with RD Studios then.
All right, so the linkage between RD Studios now is mainly set it by like Mekka, you know.
And with the video, like, did you come to him with a vision, or did he have his own ideas of what the video was going to be?
No, the plot and ideas, it was all of them. It was just RD Studios, and Mekka had something to do with the plot as well. You know, him cause all of the trouble, you know.
So whose idea was the heart? Was the heartbeat there?
All right, so the heart. I think that was RD Studios' idea.
That's genius. When I saw that, that's just genius. Yeah, I think it's definitely complemented the song as well, and it's almost made it better, do you know what I mean, for it, with that video? Because the video is so important now, isn't it, to get that right as well?
Yeah, for real.
So the shooting process, that must have been a whole new experience to you as well.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, to just jump out the blocks like this and be going this hard, it's like, it has to be really overwhelming, you know? It was just like these whole sceneries of new events.
Yeah. And how long did the video take to shoot?
Oh, that was like roughly 5-6 hours.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. And whereabouts was that filmed? Because it seems to be, it looks like it's like up in the hills almost.
That was in Blue Mountains.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. So the video dropped, again, a great reaction. Was there a part of you that was scared that it maybe wasn't going to take off as much as you thought after the viral video
Like,
on Instagram?
no. I'm gonna do this with confidence, man. Confidence, man.
And do you feel ready for all this attention that you got? Because as you mentioned before, it was so unexpected. Do you feel like, okay, you're ready to move forward as an artist now properly?
Well, this wasn't planned, so this was like real short-handed preparation, but we have to make some adjustments along the way, same way. Most definitely ready though.
And you've got more songs in the pipeline, I assume?
Most definitely, man.
Are you going to be releasing songs? Because you must have written a lot of songs, you know, over the years that never really saw the light of day from a wider audience. So I guess, are you going to use some of those old songs or just focus on writing new material?
Like most of the songs were write in the past, they're still relevant to what happens in our everyday lives today, you know? So real music are just real music. Most definitely me I sing some of those songs in the future, right? Yeah, most definitely.
All right, bro. And you mentioned at the start how you looked up to Massacre. Do you think that you would like to do a collab with an artist like Massacre, or do you think that would fit you?
Of course. Of course. I talk about one gender, one nation. Oh, God.
And so, because I saw a lot of art, you mentioned Bugle was one of the artists that posted the viral clip. Which other artists did you see any artists that posted it and thinking like, oh God, like they posted it? Did you feel like
what? Like all of them. Chanel Muir, Jada Kingdom, Teflon Zinc Fence.
Chronic Law posted it as well, didn't he?
Chronic Law. Come on, man. There were countless amount of people there when I have to give a crazy shout out to like, yo, I just love and love alone and crazy respect my G, you know?
And did you get did any of them get in contact with you, like to tell you like, well done on stuff like that?
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. Most definitely. A whole lot of them as well.
That's crazy. And I think with things like this, everyone likes to see a success story like this, an artist who's come out of nowhere essentially, and just blowing up. And I guess now it's the real challenge is then to keep that going and to don't let it just be a one-time thing.
Well, most definitely I go keep the fire blazing. Most definitely, no doubt.
So when can we expect to see the next Nation Boss song drop then?
I go keep that private and confidential though.
All right. But it's gonna be soon, hopefully.
Real soon, man. No doubt.
All right, Nation Boss. Well, much respect and keep up all the good work and congratulations once again, bro.
Blessings, my G, man. Give thanks for the exposure, same way, Zane.
Big up, bro. Much respect.